podcast. I'm your host, E, aka our Money Bags, and we got the Pitt crew with us today. Starting with my man K Ego. What's up, bro?
Hey man, what it do? What it do? What's
And
good?
we have our special she's not even a guest no more. She's a co-host at this point. Uh Shout out to the homie, Wendy, aka Dope Melody. What's good?
Hey guys.
So funny, yeah. Hey Jay, tell the people what we do, man.
And man, that's where we shoot the shit, talk about everything except politics.
So we have a special guest today, man. We have author, motivational speaker, dating coach, man. My man Matthew C. Horn, man. Welcome to the show, brother.
Man, appreciate y'all having me.
Man,
Hey,
AKA Mr. Steal Your Girl.
hey, man, whole time, man. You have a nice YouTube channel, man. What's going on with that, man? What made you get into the YouTube space?
Yeah, what got me into the YouTube space is when I wrote the book, How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women.
Yes,
that was April 2nd, 2020, right when the lockdown happened. And I knew that I was going to have to talk about these topics, so I created a YouTube channel and just talked about different topics concerning male and female interaction dynamics, dating, marriage, relationships, all that kind of stuff. And then a year ago, I kind of doubled down and got more serious and started making videos on a more consistent basis. And that was it. Some videos got traction. I got monetized. I built a community, and things have been really well for the last year.
Nah, bro.
So, Matt, real quick, do you get scrutinized, or do people take what you say? As you're a successful Black entrepreneur. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna talk about some of the things that you had us riding, because we ride clean when we with you, but you know what I mean. With that being said, we riding in them clean cars. But have you been scrutinized? Like, do people say what you talk about in your books? How do they feel about it? Do they take the information that you give them and apply it, or do you get a lot of pushback from certain females? Or before we get, I just want to know, because that book right there, just what you said about successful Black man, how Black women could be appealing to them. Do they take that information and do they actually, apply it to their everyday life so that they become appealing, or do they give you a lot of pushback like, oh, what you mean is that and the third, XYZ?
Man, that's a great question. Some women are receptive. They buy it. We have conversations on the spot and they see where I'm coming from. And They buy it. Other women, I can be at a book signing and they'll walk past my table like, oh, that's fucked up. And, what I'm saying? Like, it's very controversial. You'll be talking to two women. One of the girls can't take it anymore. She walks away. Like, it's a mixed bag. But ultimately, I'm never concerned with that, because he that hath an ear, let him hear. Everyone does not owe me receptivity. They don't owe me interest. I wrote because I know that there's an audience that's tailored to what I have to say, and they're my only concern. So, yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. No one owes me anything. So I have an eye for the people that have an eye for me, and that keeps everything smooth and flowing right there.
To take that a step further, my man been an author for 20 years. This ain't no last week type of thing. He been doing this for a long time. Like, what was the motivation? What got you started into this industry, man?
The motivation was my sophomore year in college, and I ended up in a speech class, and my classmates were telling me I should be a motivational speaker, and I told them they were crazy. I said I'm 6'5" with a jump shot, motivational speaker. I said, what is a motivational speaker? I never even heard of that before. But short story short, man. I told my mother what happened that night. She says, you're not gonna believe this. I went to my doctor today. He asked me if you were gonna be when you graduated. I told him you're gonna be a motivational speaker. She said, I don't know where that came from.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, like I say, short story short, we lost in the conference tournament, so I'm home for spring break. And I went to church. My pastor stopped the message, called me to the front, and told me that people were out there waiting for me to speak success to them, and that my success was in obeying God. So that was 19 years old. All of that happened in a 2-week span, and I was smart enough not to run from it. I got a book contract my last semester of college by two guys that were training me to get into the industry, and that was it. I published my own book. Started publishing my own book before that co-authored book contract that I received. So basically, 5 days before my 24th birthday, my second book came out, and I went forward, and I just never looked back, man.
Bro, you had Les Brown write answer for your book though, right?
Yeah, Les Brown gave me a written endorsement for my first 2 solo books. The Universe is Inviting You In, Your Best Life Possible Awaits You, and All We Have Is Now, How to Create What's Missing and Do It Now. So that was a hell of a head start to have the #1 Black motivational speaker in the world think enough of what I had to write to give me that written endorsement. I'm forever thankful to Les Brown, man.
Oh, that's dope, man.
That's big.
Nah,
Yeah.
for sure. Hey, yo, so one of my things, bro, your experience in this dating scene, man. You're a single guy.
Yeah.
Bro, how was your experience in 2025, bro?
Yeah, man, my experience in 2025 is it's enjoyable because I have a full understanding of myself, awareness, and acceptance of myself. So the landscape in and of itself is crazy. But when you have an identity and you know yourself and you accept yourself and you've decided what kind of man you're going to be, you've decided what kind of experience that you're going to bring to women, and you've decided what kind of experience that you expect women to bring to you if you allow them into your space. So my space is very balanced. There's no stress. There's no BS. And anytime, a woman gives me less than what I'm giving to her, or she introduces a metrical dynamic that I did not introduce to her, then that's it. I can say we had a good run, and that keeps my space extremely clean, man.
Damn,
that's real.
No,
I mean,
another question.
That's right. I know that's right.
Another question for you, Matt.
My man got me feeling like Martin on the
Like, yes.
Another question for you. You in the dating scene. You're an author. You're tall. You play ball professionally. Collegiately, professionally, you play ball, and now you're an author. So you've been around the world. You traveled, right? Now you've met many women. You know what I mean? Do you think with you in the dating scene, do you think it's okay to date outside of your race? Are you one of those that date outside the race, or are you one of those that stick strictly to your race and like, listen, you know what I mean? Or do you choose what's best for you? You know what I mean? And when dating outside your race, what are your thoughts on, if you have, how do you feel about it? What is it about, the different people that you've dated and cultures and things of that nature, if you have?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah, man, I've been blessed to have interacted with women all over the world. And one thing I can say is that women are women and people are people. Some cultures have different norms, but underneath it all, the more you get out there, the more that you see that people and things are the absolute same. And it's really about who you are, because you can't control who you attract. You can only control who you let in. So if you're a certain way, then you're going to find yourself with your tribe and those kind of women wherever you go in the world. My man, Pastor Q, said, you take you wherever you go. So whatever version of yourself that you take anywhere is going to dictate the reality that you create in that space, man. So it's been cool to meet women all across the world. I do have an affinity for Black women. That is my #1 choice. It will always be. But I'm not necessarily married to the concept of dealing exclusively with Black women, because I put it like this, man. When you have a love, a respect, and a reverence for yourself, then you're going to find beauty amongst different races, as long as those women have the same love, reverence, and respect that you have for yourself. So I'm an equal opportunity dater for any woman that recognizes the magnitude of man that's in front of her, man.
Hey, okay, cool.
What's the best advice you can give a brother with a good job, career, low height challenge? You know what I mean? Not the tallest brother in the world, but he new to the dating scene, coming out of a marriage, man. What should they take time for themselves, get to know each other, reestablish themselves into the dating market, man? Like what would be the best advice you would give that brother?
Yeah, there's never a perfect moment to re-enter the space. There's never a perfect moment. Just just be true to yourself. Naturally, getting out of a marriage, you're gonna have to find yourself again. But you don't want to have a desire to be the man that you were before the marriage, because that man is gone. You've had different experiences, and now you have a new reality in terms of who you are. So just get out there and get to know the new you. And as you're doing that, don't wait for a perfect moment to begin to approach women. Just continue working on yourself, elevating yourself, using your gifts and talents, and not focusing on what the next man has, just embracing everything that you've been given in your unique hand and enhancing that. And as you enhance that, then there's going to be women who recognize who you are. And those are the women that you deal with. But it's never a perfect moment except for the ones that we create. So you're not supposed to hesitate, man. You know, if you have that biological imperative, that biological and sexual imperative that God has given all of us that keeps the earth populated, man, that's something that you don't shelve, man. You know, you get out there as your best self, and you have recognition for the women who recognize you, because all you want to do is recognize yourself every day. That's it, man. The women who have that reverence and that respect and that love for you, those are the women that make their way into your space. And they're going to be at every stage of your evolution, at every stage of your healing. They're going to be there, man. Just open your eyes, go in those spaces, and have an eye for those women that have an eye for you, man.
Hey, man.
All right, man.
So,
Man, you preaching to the choir, man. You preaching to the choir, man.
Keep going.
No. Story time. So,
hold on. Before your story time, I do got.
No. This is related. I gotta say now. Oh. So, speaking of getting fresh off of marriage, I remember getting fresh off of marriage, and I called my man Matt. I said, my man Matt, he's single, he's in the dating world. Hey man, look, I'm fresh out of my situation. I'm gonna call Matt. I'm gonna hit the town. That's what we do. I say, Matt, hey, Friday we hitting the town. That's what I said. We gonna hit. I don't know where we going, but we gonna hit the town. We hitting the city. He said, look, I'm gonna meet you after you get off, whatever. I said, man, I get out about 4:30. I'll be downtown about 5:30. He said, look, I got you. Fast forward, Matt don't get downtown till about 11.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, all right. So I've been married, man. Hey, look, 11 o'clock. I'm finna pack it in. It's over. I ain't going nowhere, bro. I'm about fried now, man. Hey, shit, I had a full day now. He's like, no, the night just started. I'm like, nigga, the night just started. Nigga, take me home, bro. It's over. Where we going? Dog. In the span of like 2 hours, I almost get drugged in the club. What's probably two? We call that joint Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh, that was Marvin's, man.
Yo, bro. We went to Marvin's, yo. Oh, Lord.
Marvin's gonna put you down.
Oh, bro, I almost got drugged in that joint. Man, I was like, dog, my first day out, I mean, I'm going back home. Fuck this shit, man. This is not for me, man. I didn't get home till like 6 o'clock in the morning the next day.
That's how it was when we went to caught up with Matt. We went out. It was me, you, Pitt. I think Big A was with us. Matt was there. It had to be like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We were just at MGM. Then they went somewhere else. I was like, listen, man, I'm going home. This is ridiculous. I know we hang out all the time, but god damn. Matt like they did like, and we was partying, I don't know what. But Matt, before I forget my train of thought, because we older, I did want to ask you these 2 questions too. Being an older gentleman and being up in age and now, in our 40s or whatnot, do you think that when you're dating somebody, if they are the one right away, and you don't have to wait the time to like, you put a time frame on when you're going to marry them? And the other question I have is, should you wait if you get out relationships? How much time do you think you should wait, or should you move on and move forward? I heard what you was telling Kenny, but do you think you should move on to that next person?
Yeah, those are good questions. Yeah, so your first question, the second was about waiting and to move on and this and that, but the first one was about necessarily like how long should you wait to get serious and pop the question and things like that. Yeah, okay. There's really no timeline. Like, I was doing some meditation for my video that I'm going to make tonight, and there's desire, then there's connection, and then there's love, and that's the sequence right there. Like, you want to make sure whoever you're dealing with, you're their first choice. So that mutual desire, that lust and that desire has to be mutual, and both of you have to be willing to act on that relatively quickly, because as a man, a woman's ideal man is a man that she's extremely sexually attracted to, that has a backdrop of success, meaning that she can trust she can trust him to ingratiate herself into his space, and her life is going to be better than her being by herself. So that's his backdrop of success right there. And then she has to have, I don't know how graphic this show is, but forgive me for what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
But when she,
go for it, brother. Go for it, brother.
But when she meets you, her pussy has to tingle. You know what I'm saying? So that's her ideal man.
Go ahead, drink on that, man.
That's her ideal man right there, because that man doesn't have to grow on her. She lusts and desires that man. There's a red beam of lust coming from her eyes right there, and then she gets to know you, and then you all get to know each other. Now you all are making a connection, and then once that connection gets deeper, then that's the construct of love. Now this is the real answer. Love is a construct that manifested us all here. So there are no rules when it comes to love. That love can be present within a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months. But when it's there, it's there. And all I say is acknowledge it when it's there. Don't call it anything other than what it is, and explore it. Because sometimes the love happens relatively quickly, and that's when it's real. That's when it's real. You all don't have too much in the back of your mind concerning each other. But then you still have to take a hard look at each other and see if you all are compatible. You know, so if the love is there and then the compatibility is there, meaning that you all are not having a bunch of conflict and you all desire each other enough to find immediate resolution to the conflict, then yeah, that's probably something worth exploring right there, man. And that's an answer to the first question. And don't let anyone sell you on time and space. Love is an eternal construct that manifested us all here. So it's going to develop in its own time. And don't ever let someone tell you it's too fast. Because that God is the force of God is love, you know, and that's a construct in and of itself. But as far as getting out of a relationship, the only thing that you ever have to do is be open to connecting. The rest is going to take care of itself. Like there's no rules when it comes to the heart connecting. Like I've been with a woman for 3 years, and then less than a month later, I met another woman and fell in love with her, and it was unexpected. So just keep your eyes open. Understand that you don't necessarily govern your heart. And if your heart is connecting to a woman at what society would call an inopportune time, you explore it. You know, we don't know how many days we have on this earth. So you can't limit yourself by earthly and worldly constructs of time and time to yourself and recovery. Yeah, you do what you have to do to heal, but yet and still, you never know who you're going to meet and the level of connection that you two are going to have. So my only answer with that is call black, black, and call blue, blue. And if there's a connection worth exploring, don't worry about the construct of time and space, man. It's the reality of now, the desire, the connection, the love, and the fact that we don't know when we're going to take our last breath, man. You explore it if it's there, man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You want to fuck me, I want to fuck you too. It's like
My man Matt said he made the pussy pulsate. I hear you, man.
But you gotta have that confidence, though. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
Walking there with that.
This nigga just changed his name to Kenny D. Williams. What?
Man, I don't even know why. Like.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, so look, hey, man, I got we had a conversation, man, about the myth of the being intentional.
Oh yeah, the dating with intention. Oh shit, man. Let me pour some more up for this one, man.
Nobody will know that, man. So we wanted to see what her thoughts was, because Matt, what you were saying was definitely very insightful. So you know what I mean, and definitely a different perspective than what you normally hear. And what you were saying, you know what I'm saying, especially from the connection standpoint. So Wendy, you got anything?
I agree with a lot that he said. I think that you are very well spoken. And breaking it down and explaining it the way that you did as a female, you know, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of women are just so quick to jump to conclusions like, oh, I didn't like that he said, you know, I'm not offended easily. So a lot of things don't really get under my skin. But as far as I am a lady.
I'm a lady.
As far as just hearing a grown man speak about relationships and not in a negative way is very refreshing. And I mean, I think for me, though, the only difference I feel like is where I'm learning is the break in between relationships, because if it's something that I was hurt in and it ended, I always said I need to make sure that I don't bring that into something else, because I don't want to be the woman that's like, everything you do, I'm like, well, he did, you know, like bringing that baggage into another relationship. I try now to be more mindful of that. Look, I mean, I haven't really been in a relationship since my son's father, but I wanted to make sure I was completely over that situation before I got into another relationship, just because I didn't want to bring any of that baggage, and I wanted to make sure that there was a somewhat, at least a handle on our relationship, because we do share a child. So that's the only thing with me, is I just don't jump into anything. But if it was like a mutual breakup and everything, it just didn't work, then I definitely say like, hey, let's give it a try. I'm not going to hold back. But if I am holding on to something, I have to take some time to myself and just kind of looking within, because it wasn't just him. I played a part in it too. So I just always want to make sure that I'm completely over that situation, because I just don't want to I've done it in the past and it was bad. So I said, going forward, I just take a little bit of time to make sure I know that that's over. But everything else, I agree with.
Can we just take a pause and take a clap for women having accountability? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want to say that. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yes, man. Yes.
Absolutely. You can't. I mean, if you want, you're going to keep getting the same results. If you just keep thinking it's him. Yeah, you're just going to keep running into the same situation. So you got to sit back. And as hard as it may be to really have to like hear the things that people say that you do, it is difficult, because we are, emotional. So sometimes it's like, oh, you're hurting my feelings, but sometimes you got to sit in that, and you really have to like say, okay, what do I need to do? What did I do? What was causing him to, push me away, or why were we arguing? Maybe I started it most of the time. Like, you really have to do that work. And I think the women that I am friends with, they are accountable. But I do hear, being around a lot of men, that there are a lot of women that just are not accountable at all. So, I mean, I hear from both sides. So I do think that that's when you're grown, when you can sit back and say like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. Like, I need to figure out why I'm doing that. And that's really, for me, I can only speak for myself, is what I had to get to the root of why I may have been acting out or doing certain things that just were not comfortable for the relationship. It wasn't making the other person comfortable. So once I got to the root of it, it made sense. It really did. It made sense.
That's good that you got to. That's good that you did that.
You got to get to the root. You got to get to the problem. Like, why are you acting like this? And it's hard. And it's not going to change overnight. But if you're actively, checking yourself when you see it, or if a person can't bring their issue to you without it turning into an argument, then, you may have to just remove yourself from that situation peacefully.
For sure. Hey, well, since we talking about relationships, man, we had some topics that were dealing with relationships. Jay brought up one, which I thought was interesting, is dealing with dating. So his topic was, should dating / relationships be transactional nowadays? Can you elaborate on that, Jay?
All right, so elaborating on it, I heard somebody on Instagram or on social media, because everybody has a platform now, right? So I heard a gentleman on social media say that when you date women now, it's transactional. It's about what you can provide. You got to pay almost, in layman's terms, almost got to pay the data. What you going to provide, how that's how the relationship is going to work, depending on what you can provide or whatnot. And then I've also seen a lot of ladies say, what I need in order for you to be with me. Like, my hair costs this much, a day to cost that much. This is how much this is. My nails cost this much, my feet, whatever have you.
What type of car you drive is
you know what I'm saying?
Goes with.
And then it always brings me back to that statement that
we just got the Lexus. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, I know, but it always brings me back to that statement that Chris Rock said. Babies and dogs are loved unconditionally. Men are loved under the condition of what they can provide. And so it's just like you see, like, and I was watching a couple things on Instagram and all that. And the first thing he said was, you know, I need a man that can do X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Gonna do this, can provide, you know, got a good financial stability, you know what I mean, and this things and like that. So I was wondering, like, you know, how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think I'm not in the dating scene no more? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my lady, but you know, I just saying, like, when he said that, I was like, that kind of like made me think, like, you know, you almost gotta pay a woman to date her before you can be with her. That's kind of crazy. So thoughts on that?
First of all, I'm gonna tell you, you just don't date those kind of women, my man. Just keep it simple. Hey, look what my man Matt say. You allow people in your space. If you ain't with that, then don't allow that shit in your space, man. Look, as a guy that's been out here now, I started dating whatever after I got married, after marriage or whatever. Yo, I could see the signs, bro. I was like, hey, look, she talking about we going to Ocean Air first date? Nah, I'm cool. Nope, not gonna do it. Oh, you want to go here first date? Nah, I'm cool.
Nah, but what I'm saying is it, and I'm just saying, like, is it almost an expectation? Like, for example, I don't know if it's true or not, but y'all seen on Instagram where they had a club, a women only club, had tables in there, and nobody bought a bottle, and then now they say the club closed because nobody bought a bottle, right? You know, because and it was all women. Or I remember
some of these women that, and I'm not bashing women, but some of these women that got these high expectations for a man to provide for them are broke. They can't buy it themselves.
Are they broke or are they entitled?
They broke.
A little bit of both.
Maybe both. Maybe both.
Yeah.
Maybe both.
And they also said,
I said someone don't be broke, someone just be entitled.
Yeah, they just don't want to spend their money.
Yeah.
Some are entitled, most are broke.
Yeah. I really can't. It's hard for me to speak on that because that's not my life. So I don't know. I don't really have many friends that operate like that. But I feel like sometimes the internet, social media pushes this narrative out there like really hard. But when you just like out and about, and I also think this establishments that certain people are entering to, like if you know that vibe is that vibe, then that's really what you're gonna get. So I think depends on where you're going. Because if you're going somewhere that's just pretty like young professionals, everybody's doing it. I don't feel like that's the same energy there. So I think it's just like where you're hanging at, and then on top of social media, because you know they have shifted our algorithm to where you click on one video, now you're seeing all this stuff, so it starts to get in your head to make you think like this is how every woman or every man is walking around. But I've met guys that are completely different, that don't sit down and have gender war battles all day long. They could care less about any of that stuff. So I think it's just like they're trying so hard to get in our head to where we do continue to, black men and black women just gonna keep doing this all day because of what we're looking at all day long. So I just think that it's the establishments that people are going into. Yeah, if you at the strip club, you in Atlanta and you go to the strip club, then yeah, you probably gonna meet some women that feel like that's what they're on. But if you go to another establishment where people are just getting off of work, you might meet some women that may buy you drinks. You know what I mean? So I don't know, because that's not my world.
It's like my man in Coming to America said, that's your problem. So you can't find your girl in the club.
They need to be somewhere else to find, you know, that like. I don't know. I just feel like you like E said, you can tell in the beginning, but sometimes I think a lot of men are so caught up in.
So let me ask you this.
Oh no, look, I've been the guy. Like, I've entertained it for fun.
Caught up in what they see. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like that. It's hard to like maybe for some to just be like, you know. This ain't the one.
So let me ask you this.
Walk away. This is bad news.
So, but hey, real quick though, Jay. Hey, Matt had an interesting concept. So he was on his long time ago.
Go ahead, Matt.
So he was ahead of his time with this one.
Go ahead, Matt.
Been like over a decade. Tell him about the Dutch rule you created.
Oh yeah, essentially, I just wasn't spending money on women. Like at all, you know what I'm saying? And like I guess at once upon a time, like if a chick wanted to go on a date and she didn't want to come straight over, I'd be like, all right, you know, we going Dex. But you know, I just never saw women as more valuable to me than I'm supposed to give them some sort of offering. You know, I just never saw it that way. But in relation to what you said, James, if a guy thinks it's a norm for him to have to give a woman an offering just to deal with her, that's not her fault. That's because he hasn't become a desirable man.
Gotcha.
You know, women have many sides, and the highest imperative and desire that she has is to meet a man that she's extremely sexually attracted to, because that's her highest imperative. That's how the earth stays populated. So the same woman that says you have to take me to Ocean Air and Ruth Chris and all this other stuff, she'll see a man that she's extremely sexually attracted to, and she'll approach him and create a sexual situation because that man is her first choice. So as a man, you have to become a desirable man. You truly have to understand the reality of what it takes to become a sexually attractive man, because only then do you know all sides of women. And once you know all sides of women, it's impossible for a woman to throw some manipulation at you, that you have to do certain things to have access to her. When a woman requires an offering from you, it's to compensate for her lack of attraction for you and her lack of desire for you. But the only way to know that is to become a desirable man. And then once you become a desirable man, you've seen so much that once that woman starts talking that date offerings and gifts and prizes and all that stuff, she's talking fucking Chinese to you, man. Because you only deal with women that have that red beam of lust coming from their eyes, because you know that side of every woman exists, because you had enough experiences with women to see all sides of them. The only man that can't be manipulated by a woman is a man that has innately knows all sides of women by becoming an extremely sexy, attractive man.
I've been on the portion 14.
So the only currency.
So listen, tell Kenny what that means, because he's in the dating scene. Tell Kenny what that means.
No, hold on.
Hey, girl, you know I'm telling the truth.
The only currency.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah. There's a man you go on a date with, and there's a man that you call after the date.
Yes, you are absolutely right, because I have been a man that been called after the date.
And
I've been the fun guy.
As a man,
basically, it's time versus currency.
Which one you want to be, you know?
You want to be the time person, or you want to be the currency person? Pick and choose.
Explain that, Kenny.
You want to be the nigga that's always providing and spending money just for her time, or she's going to reach out to you for your time, and you don't have to spend money. Time versus currency. Kenny D. Williams, man.
Kenny D. Williams. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like when a woman sees you as a gift, she doesn't require a gift from you. It's really as simple as that.
Yeah, you know.
So Matt, so for the people that's dating, such as Kenny D. Williams, what are some things that he can do to make himself a desirable man?
The number one thing any man can do is to take inventory of his gifts, his talents, and his abilities, and his unique way and perspective that he sees the world, right? Because that's hand delivered to you from God. Mm-hmm. And that's the best that you have to offer. And so once you enhance the best that you've been offered, then now you're giving life your best. And then when you give life your best, you're going to get your best in return. So there's really no advice in terms of X's and O's and approaching women. Mm-hmm. I have advice in terms of being magnetic and attracting women to you based on how you ascend as a man. See, the more that you discover about yourself, the more that you give of yourself to the world, then the more that you're naturally going to begin to love yourself. And then you're going to radiate a level of self-love that is a safe space for most women, because there's only so far a woman can go, because she was designed to be literally handed over from the guidance of her father to her husband. So the more that you love yourself and the more that you improve, the more that you become a safe space, a desirable space for her to insert herself so that she can have the best lifestyle that she can possibly have. The better you become, the more evident that it is that you can take any woman to a place that she can't take herself. And so that's the best advice that I have for you. Enhance the best that you've been given, and only deal with women who reciprocate. Only deal with women who recognize you the way that you revere and recognize yourself. And that's called balance. As long as balance is present, then you're going to be okay because you're not going over to her side. If you have to do more for her than she does for you, you're submitting to her. You're saying you're more valuable than me. So you have to be your first choice. You have to be your number one option. You have to understand that you are a man to be desired. And once you go through life as that, then you're only going to insert yourself in mutually desirable situations. And once you have balance, then that's the woman that you can trust. And balance is an everyday proposition. It's the last thing I'll say. Balance is an everyday proposition. So if you love yourself, you're never trying to control a woman. You're never trying to manipulate her because you're enough. I don't care if you can be married for 20 years. Balance looks like this. You decide how much you desire that woman every day, and you give her the space to choose you the same way every day.
Damn.
That's all it is.
That shit real, bro.
Balance.
And then once, if there's ever imbalance, because you love yourself, you're completely balanced within yourself, and that's how you can notice imbalance. So you have to love yourself more than you would ever love any woman because that's how you guide her. But the minute that you give her the freedom to choose you the way that you're choosing her, and she doesn't choose you the same way, then you have to say we had a good run.
Yeah, man. Okay. I know when to fold him, man.
Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Hey, nah, but no, real talk, yo, that's why I was so funny. What was funny about your book, How to Appeal to Successful Black Men, bro. It really, the word got him. But if you look to read the book, it's about motivating yourself to just be a better person. And you fix yourself, you attract that. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean, bro. You work on yourself first.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and deal with the women who recognize you. That's it, man. You know,
gotcha.
You don't have to sell yourself to any woman. All you have to do is show up as yourself. You know, if you're a desirable commodity, all you have to do is show up, man. That's it. Because you did the work before you left the house, man.
Exactly. That's why that Nas line was so real. I got no game, just so women understand.
Yeah, that's my favorite line of that song.
Man, that's my favorite line, bro.
Yeah, just some women understand my story.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's
some
dope shit. That's some dope shit. Dope shit, Matt. Appreciate that insight. You know what I'm saying? Kenny, you know what I'm saying? You newly single, man.
You good to stay with us, though?
I've been single.
Yeah, for a little bit longer. What we about to do, man?
I'm gonna get it.
I mean, you firing all cylinders right now, Matt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
This is great.
You know what I'm saying? You got Wendy eyes popping out her head. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She might be calling you on the back end. Yeah, she might be calling you on the back end. Hey, what his name was again? Where his name was? Tell him I'll be in the city soon.
I'm just
Tell
listening.
him I'll be in the city soon. You know, she's really from here, Matt. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, she's a friendly native. I'm
definitely gonna pull up on you then. That's for sure.
Yeah, so you know, man, she from around the way. She from around the way.
I am.
But my man Kenny presented a topic to us, man. So we had a situation. Devin Haney, boxer Devin Haney. He gifted his girlfriend all these gifts, Birkin bags, all kinds of shit. Equaling up to like $500,000, $500,000. Yeah. So now, you know, they split. Now he wants everything back. And bro. So now here's my thing. So this is the no. Go ahead, man. This is the question. This is the question. Do you think exes should have the return gift they received during a relationship? So Matt, the first thing you said when Kenny presented this joint to us in the group chat, I said something else, but it was the same shit you said.
I want to know what was said.
I think that's some simp ass shit, though. Like,
it is.
Bro, and you got money.
Write that
shit off. Write that shit off. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Let
Come
that
on,
shit
man.
go,
fuck that. If that's
I don't want anything back.
He got a history of this shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That this isn't the first time that.
Yeah, he went back.
Like if I buy you something, I'm not asking. We break up. I'm not asking for it back. That's crazy.
He basically said, "I bought you all this stuff because we were just about to tie the knot, and then she called the relationship off, so he wanted all his stuff back."
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Listen, I look at it two ways. To me, yes, it's simple, right? Because I'm not asking for anything back. Whatever have you. Yeah, I'm petty. It's a difference. But call a spade a spade.
Petty,
you know what I'm saying? Because like my issue is this: when you lead with, because it's two types of Bammers: the people that lead with their personality and who they are, and people that lead with their wallet. Unfortunately, he was leading with his wallet and he got burned. So, like, if you leading with your wallet, you got to be able to maintain what you're doing. And then, like Matt said, he was making up for what she didn't like about him. So, of course, she was going to accept them gifts and everything like that.
That's his fault because he didn't become a desirable man.
Yeah, I don't listen. Right, that's real. But at the end of the day, if it's a law in place to help you get your $500,000 back. Because you got burned in the deal. No, because you got burned in the deal because it was a transaction. You know what I'm saying? It was a business proposition, and you got burned in that transaction. Get your money back. Like if that's people get sued every day. If you don't listen, her customer service was piss poor, so he wanted his money back. She lied about.
Who called it off though? She did.
She did. Yeah, she called it off because they had a couple allegedly domestic disputes.
Okay.
She lied. She lied about
something's wrong with him.
She lied about what the type of services she provide as her business owner, and so now he wants his compensation for that. And if it's a law for him to get his stuff back, so be it. Would I do it? No. Do I think it's simple? Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? You did that. You went out of your way to provide those things for her. You created a lifestyle that she was accustomed to, and she gladly accepted. You was the one that led with that. And even if she did ask for it, you was the one that gave it to her. So at the end of the day, no matter how it went, you could have told her, no, I'm good. No, we're not doing it. No, this is not where we are.
No, you can't get
you know
this
what I mean?
You know what I'm
saying? Not even on no person.
Not at all.
Just at the end of the day, you had the money to buy it, you bought it, and now she want to be somewhere else. You listen, it is what it is. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You got to cut your losses. I understand that. But me, yeah, I ain't mad at him for being. I don't think it's petty. Hey, listen, if it's a law, it's a law. If it's a law, I don't know if that's true, but it said that it's a law in California that you can do something like that. Listen, now you know what he can do with that $500? He can sell them bags, make whatever he made off them bags, and then invest that money and triple his money. So go get your money back. You know what I'm saying?
Did the other person? Did she give him the stuff back or no? Because this was the second
to another girl.
He did it to another chick too?
Yeah. It's not the first time.
And let me tell you something. Because of his celebrity status, the second young lady knew all about that. Yeah. And she elected to go with him. She knew about that because they do more research on these celebrities. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They know more about the celebrities than the celebrities know about themselves. So she knew already what kind of guy he was. So walking into that, you knew if you guys decided to go separate ways, this could potentially happen. And he pulled it on her too. So at the end of the day,
and then not to mention, he knew who she was too. Because this is same dog. This is same chick that went to go see Young Thug in jail.
Yeah, they all mess with each other.
But first of all, they play in that realm. You know what I'm saying? That's the pool that they play in. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at them because
then that's their fault then. Like
because the men know too, though. The men know these type of women. They see them in certain environments, so they know what they're dealing with as well. So we're not just
if you could like what they say, it ain't tricking if you got it. So maybe you didn't have it, but I ain't mad at him. Listen, what he was telling her, look, as long as you with me, you got these things. Once you give it back, is the rent is rentable. All this stuff is rented to you until once you leave.
Until you put in until you put a ring on, you pretty much lease the pussy there.
Single.
I'm just saying, like, isn't it his fault though? Like if you picking a chick out of this circle, that these women going around, you know, you just said she was messing with Thugger or whoever you said. Like, you know the history of these women and what they're gonna do. Like, you know that shit. So why take yourself?
Why is it his? But why is it his fault? Like I said,
because it's
maybe
you chose that. You know what you get with that. You seen it.
But maybe he thought that he was desirable.
He bounces around the industry.
Listen, maybe he thought he was desirable to her, and
some
then once
people
he
do
found
think that
out,
they're desirable, and if for a female's perspective, for me, and it's okay for you to think that, because I encourage anyone, you should definitely have that confidence about yourself. But what is desirable for her may not be desirable to me,
right?
You know, so that I push confidence because that is the most attractive thing, is for a man to exude confidence. But that still may not. I mean, that still doesn't dismiss him from making the wise decisions. Like, you know, these things, y'all are very intelligent men. You're smart. You know what type of environment and these women are out there. We've seen it now. Why do some people think that it just ain't gonna happen to them? Like, not me. I'm this.
I mean, it's ego. It's ego, you know. Because I'm that nigga.
This is
because I'm that
nigga.
Because I'm that nigga. It ain't gonna happen to me. I'm that nigga.
Okay, so let me ask this question to the panel.
I'm just confused. I'm serious. I really want to know, like, what makes you think, like, and then to say, like, well, I didn't understand. Like, what do you mean you didn't understand? You don't know that this woman has been involved with this man and this man. You didn't want to pump your brakes a little bit before you go get a Birkin, you know?
But you gotta remember their celebrity status, especially their ego. And just because, and you gotta also remember this, just because you got money doesn't mean you wasn't a clown before you had money.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And also, and then what, and then it's not even about the money part of it, because being a celebrity and having money just gives you access to different things. Yeah. So when you get to see different things and stuff like that, you're going to act a certain way. You're going to act accordingly. Like, if I know that what my money can provide me and give me access to, then there's certain things I'm not going to do. I'm not going to eat certain things when I know what my money can provide. Or if I know that I sit in first class on a regular basis and somebody say, hey, you're going to fly coach with us, fly coach. Like, for example, I can tell you this. Kenny, myself, whatever have you, we got the American Express cards or the Capital One Adventure card that allows you to sit at the airport, and it's just simple, something super simple and minute to what's going on, but it gives you access to airport lounges. I don't want to sit out there with them because I get access to an airport lounge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't even go.
I talk shit about it. I talk shit about it until I experience it. Like, hold up.
It's a different.
I want to go back to gym pop no more.
But
yeah?
I think it goes back to what Matt said though. Like, when you're a certain type of guy, because it reminds me of, you know, I have a lot of men in my family. So my brother, he's the type that when you're a certain type of man and you're used to getting the quote unquote girls that, you know, the average guy can't get. When you've gotten that all your life, I feel like those are the guys that are not the ones to jump the gun so quick, because it's not foreign to them. It's not like they're like, I could get I've had your type before. Like, that was easy. I'm running through those, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think with certain men that did not have that, maybe in their younger years or prior to the money, when they get the money, they're like, oh, I finally can get this girl that looks like this, that fits this, you know, checks off the box. So they're a little bit more gullible, I guess.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you some tricky shit too. I'm gonna tell you some tricky shit. That nigga be a dog too. The one you think, the one that
no. Okay, so that's what I was gonna get into, because, like I said, one thing about my brother is he never sugarcoated anything with me. So I heard, you know, he taught me a lot. So those ones you got to watch out for. But what I'm saying is they're not as quick to be spending their money like that, just blowing money just because you look good, because they always got those girls. So that's not anything new to them. Like, just because you're pretty, you got a nice body. Okay. Like, they're just like, okay, cool. Like, but the ones
it's a pissing contest.
Yeah, the ones that didn't get that, they are. I've seen, you know, I live in Atlanta, you know, so I'm I've been around a lot. I've seen them so excited because it's like finally she's paying me attention. And it doesn't matter. And they know that she would never talk to them if you didn't have the money. They know that, and they're still okay with it.
Yeah, no, they make a deal with themselves.
Yeah, they're like, I'll pay because I've never had this type of woman on my arm before, and that's all they got.
I ain't got it.
Nah, they make a deal with themselves. You make a deal with yourself. You what they call it? I don't know.
I had a chick call me the other day. Was like, I'm depressed. I want to go get some drinks. I said, well, I ain't got it. You know, that's the treat. I'm cool to say that. And I got it.
It ain't me.
It
ain't me. I check. Listen, I'm
call
cheap.
Me.
I ain't the guy you want anyway. I'm cheap. Like, you know, I check my bank account 3 times a day.
Okay, so what about? Okay, we talked about this. I think when we were all out when y'all were here.
Yeah,
I'm very, very frugal. Okay, thrifty, but I feel like within reason. It's not ridiculous, but I do feel like for me the opposite is when someone does tell me that they're very wise with their money, because I have ended a relationship because he could not manage money properly. That's a turnoff to me. And I'm not knocking anybody. This just for me. If you do not manage your finances properly, or you have no concept and you're not trying to learn, I can't do it. That's a non-negotiable for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
but you gotta remember though,
if you're willing to learn and we can sit down, because that's what I told Kenny and Jay when we were out.
Yeah.
If you're open to saying, okay, you know what, babe, you're a little bit better in this. We're in a marriage, okay? Because I'm not trying to be in your finances and we're just like dating or talking. That's not my business. But if we're working towards that, we've sat down and you're comfortable and I'm comfortable, and you say, hey, can you sit down with me and help me? I have no problem with doing that, because I'm the one to say, you keep saying you don't have any money, but let's look at why you don't have any money. So let's sit down and get to the nitty gritty. We're not going to play these games.
Why don't you got 50 subscriptions?
Why don't you have any money? This is why, because you eat out every day. You know what I mean? Like,
remember,
but
you
there's a
about
lot of men that
though.
don't want to, and we talked about that too. They just don't want to. They don't. I don't know if they just don't want that type of girl. I don't know.
But you're talking about the average person. You talking about an average person that, you know, everyday life, when this person's celebrity, he already thinks is an image he got to keep up, especially because because of our upbringing. We already think we gotta showcase our money. You know, the black culture, we think we gotta showcase our money. You know what I'm saying? So we wear the chains and things like that, where, you know what I mean, because some of us didn't have it before. So this is how we show that we made it, right? And so now it's an image keep up. So when I see Matt come in the room and he pull up in a Cullinan, I'm like, oh, man, I got to outshine Matt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go get the Ferrari. And
I try to live that way. I try to live that way.
You can't
try to live what way?
I tried, because I mean, I ain't bragging on myself. I make good money, but I tried to ride that motherfucking Nissan Rogue until the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're supposed to, bro.
And I could go out and, like I just did, until the shit, you know, the head gaskets and shit start leaking and shit. I went out and bought me a vehicle and shit. But what I'm saying, like, I don't need a fucking chain or anything to make me feel good. Like, I'm the shit in my head.
That's you, though. But that's you, though. But I'm just saying, that's y'all trying to remember when you on this stage, when you're on this platform, and you see, like, it was a dude not dressed on the sideline of the Green Pack game. His chain was like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, was crazy. Like, so the next person going to try to up him, because that's just the image and that's the game that they do. Like, when you talking money, that's what they talking. So, like, when you got, and you going to try to keep up with the Joneses, and if you can't keep up, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's about my house, it's a pissing contest, because you in that limelight, especially as an athlete, you're going to always be competitive. So, you know, I'm looking at it from a Devin Haney standpoint, competitive, but is he petty for wanting to step back? Of course he is. Should he cut his losses? Of course he should. But if he can get his money back for it, go for it, bro. I ain't mad at you. Go for it.
To be honest, now I will say this, Jay. If he could get it back,
go for it. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah. I feel like this. I'm gonna let y'all talk. This is my last thing I'm gonna say because I feel like this because it's times where I've seen in a marriage or whatever, and I know this is a little different because somebody's married. Then they tell you gotta pay this type of money to keep up with their lifestyle because that's what they was accustomed to. So what? Once we separate, whatever you can afford on your own is what you should be able to live, and what I can afford, I live. I shouldn't be also compensating your life because that's what you was accustomed to. You chose to decide. Yeah, you just decided to separate. Now that we separated, you can't ride my coattail no more. That's just what it is. So
separate from
the
my
same
funds
thing
too.
for right. So the same thing for Devin Haney. I want my stuff back, and I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out.
Real shit, man. Hey, look, man. Appreciate y'all. I got to bounce, man. But much love to everybody.
Nah, for sure. Hey, look, hey, bro. We got some stuff coming. We gonna have you back, bro.
Hey, look, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. This was impromptu, man. Impromptu, but I'm appreciative, E, and everybody else, man. So yeah.
Nah, but hey, look, before you go, tell them where they can find you at, bro.
Yeah, everybody, you all can find me at Matthew C. Horn on every social media platform, and you can check out my website where I have my books, How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women, in addition to How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life. You can find those at www.matthewchorn.com. And of course, my YouTube is growing, it's popping. Check me out at Matthew C. Horn Dating on YouTube and Matthew C. Horn Dating for ladies as well, for my women's YouTube channel. Yeah, check out my YouTube, join my community, get some coaching, step your game up, man. You know,
hey, Matt, before you leave, you got any other pop-up shop? Yeah, you got any more pop-up shops coming up soon? Anywhere close, whatever have you? Any dates?
Nah, not right now. I'm doing a lot of stuff digitally, so I want everybody just check out my YouTube channels, and I have a dating coach community where I can commune with everybody once a week and exclusive content, all that kind of stuff, man. Just catch me on the digital side, and we all gonna keep growing together, man.
You do something outside, man. Let us know, man. I'm in Georgia, man. So, but I'll fly up, man, and support, man. You do something in person.
No doubt about that, man.
Hey,
sure. Hey, look, always a pleasure, my man. Peace, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Peace out, y'all. Much love, man.
All right, man.
Hey, Mel. Matter of fact, before we, look, we gotta say, Cardi B, son. You know, she's having another baby.
Yeah, she having that dude,
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs already, man.
She just had a baby, dog, like last year.
Them
Hispanic women, they fertile.
God dang.
It don't matter. Get to the chicken. She getting to the chicken. Now she's secured the bag again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get to the chicken, man. Like I said, but if like in that regards, if you play, you know what I'm saying? You play. If you play, if you rob the bank with no ski mask, you liable to get caught on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Don't ever fall for that trick. It hurts. Just take it off. Don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for that trick.
Yeah, crazy.
Hey, now what's the other drink? I'm allergic.
Oh yeah, I've had that one. I just want to see what it feel like.
Yep. That's been one.
And that's been mine too. I just want to see what it feel like.
See, blaming the women.
It ain't always the women's fault.
That's my line too. I just want to see what it feels like.
It ain't always the women's fault, man. But at the end of the day, listen, when you rob the bank with no ski mask, you might get caught on camera.
Playing Russian roulette right there.
Yeah, absolutely. None of that crying. I don't want to hear the crying afterwards. You did what you did.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Is she older than him? Are they the same age? I feel like she's older than him. Yeah.
I don't know how old.
How old is she?
How old is Cardi B? Hey,
is she 30?
Google.
Yeah, she definitely 30.
Yeah,
I thought she was younger than that.
Yeah, she's 32.
She's 32.
All right, so yeah, how old is Stephon Diggs?
31. They the same age.
They the same age. Yeah, are they good, man? Yeah, man. I thought for some reason I thought.
When he got the new.
I mean, it's the same. Like but you know what's crazy though? Yeah, you robbed the bank. That's what happened to his brother. His brother, the brother Trayvon Diggs. I ain't gonna say what happened to him, but he was messing with, I want to say the young lady he was messing with. He had the baby by. She was Bow Wow's baby mother and Future, if I'm not, or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, they got pregnant. He was feeling her. They got pregnant. The next thing you know, they were separated. So, like, I don't know if they were, some of them chasing the game, whatever have you. Some of them doing their, because they do their research. Look at PJ Washington.
Yeah, nah. Hey, matter of fact, we got a topic, yo. These are social media because everything we talk about been on social media.
Right.
Mel, you had an interesting topic, yo.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, when I shared it with the fellas.
Yeah. Do you want to elaborate on your topic?
Well, I just wanted to know you guys' thoughts on like social media as a whole. Like, how do you feel? Like, because we're old enough to remember, when things
when it was not around.
Yeah, like before any, like we're the babies, the kids that it was just like they threw the internet on us. Like we knew life without it, and then one day it just seemed like here we are.
Boom.
we got the internet, and then social media just kind of fell into our lap again. And again, like I look back and I'm like, we were coding before we knew what coding was, just being on Black Planet, changing your backgrounds and all that stuff. So do you guys, being that you've been able to watch it happen, like what era do you think is like your favorite era? Starting back, let's go back to Black Planet. Like from there up until now, like where do you feel, what's your favorite era?
My favorite era was the first Twitter era, yo. When Twitter first jumped off, oh my God, it was so fun, yo. Like when you had no accountability for what the fuck you said.
Yeah, you just went there.
You would go ham, anything. Say anything. And it was super fun, yo. Then he got people started taking it too serious, and then he got out of control. Like, man,
now it's like porn or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Twitter's weird now. So that was like 09-ish, 08, 09, around that time.
My favorite. Another favorite era was the beginning of Facebook.
Yeah.
So, when you had to have the college.
Yeah. And I had it in college. And that's how, we was getting girls from UNC. It was fun. It was a good time. It was a good time.
I think going into it, Black Planet was mine because that was like the first for me, like getting on there, and it was like new, and it was like I didn't really know. I didn't have a concept of like who it was reaching, like how many people were, because I just thought my friends, like the people that I knew, we were just going there. And then I started meeting people, like you said, like at other places, which was kind of weird because I just really thought it was just my friends, just my people in Maryland and DC. Like I didn't know that it was like really out there. And I think I had like one picture, you know what I mean? Like, and then I learned how to put the code in so people couldn't right click and steal my picture. Like that was fun to me. And then when I got to Clark, there was another thing called College Club. I don't know. I think it probably had died out before y'all got to college because it was like for 5 minutes. That's when I think it started getting weird when this guy, remember I was on campus and this guy was like, I seen you on the internet. And back then, if somebody said that, you would think it's something bad, like a porn or something. So I was like, you ain't see me on the internet. I got offended. And he was like, no, somebody posted your picture, you and your friends at the game. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because that just wasn't normal. And it was a site called College Club. And it was mostly like HBCUs on there. And they would go around to different campuses and they took pictures and they just put it on there. You can have an account. I don't know how long, because I think Facebook came and kind of knocked that out of the, like it was like
Go ahead, Kenny.
No, I was gonna say mine was like the 07 Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was able to like reconnect with a lot of people from high school. I graduated from coming out of college and all this shit. And then another one was Instagram when it was just pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when it was just pictures. Like
when you had to have the iPhone, because remember in the beginning you couldn't get on there if you didn't have an iPhone.
So those two was my favorite moments. Now it's
I really like MySpace.
I'm about to say MySpace was a good area.
I never got into it until Facebook became like popular. Like I didn't even I missed Black Planet and MySpace.
But you know what's so crazy?
Believe it or not, but believe it or not, I never cared for social media.
You and Pitt.
Yeah, Pitt.
I
Nah,
never-
Pitt. Yo, Pitt was my
never
man. Pitt was
cared
big
for
on not having social media. Like he was on.
Like
He
I
did.
had.
But it was for he did find Twitter though. He loved Twitter though.
Yeah,
Because he
Twitter
just
was
typed-
it was crazy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
09
But-
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me though, that seen everybody with the Black Planet, the MySpace. Never had the Black Planet account. Never had the MySpace. I remember the top 10 on Black
You
Planet
didn't
on
even
MySpace.
create
I
your. You
remember
didn't
that.
even create your Facebook.
I didn't even create my. I didn't create my IG page. Fred did. They created an IG page of me, would take pictures and then post it and have people follow me on Instagram. And I would never have but I never had the password.
Everybody wanted you on social media because you was a clown. So like,
So
you needed to be on social media, man.
So and you know what I'm saying? Like nobody, like I didn't have it. And then Fred, they created a Instagram page for me and will post it. And people like, yo, I follow you on Instagram. I'm like, how, bro? I do not have an Instagram page.
This shit was funny.
And then I think my
This nigga had
sister
a
created
PR company
Facebook.
for him.
Yeah, like I think my sister created my Facebook page and I never used it.
I did my cousin's MySpace page, and she was like, "What's the pass?" She would just call me like, "What's my password again?"
Yeah,
I was like,
crazy.
"Change it to something that you could remember."
He would take pictures. Fred would take pictures literally, and then he would post them on the Instagram. And then people like, yeah, I'm following you on Instagram. You be tripping on Instagram. I'm like, what are you talking about? Not even on Instagram. I don't even have the app,
bro. So I'm gonna tell you, I've been on social media since I was in high school, bro. So I used to fool with a girl, and she used to put me in these chat rooms, yeah.
Oh my!
Yo, when we used to be in that joint,
I've been in a couple.
Crazy.
I've been in a couple chat rooms.
Crazy.
Though, like,
you want the AOL joints?
Yeah.
I've been in a couple chat rooms from watching somebody else do it. I'm like this, yo, these chat rooms.
The chat rooms
That's
are
crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
They don't know nothing about these kids. Don't know nothing about them chat rooms.
No,
Bro.
chat rooms. You didn't even know who you was talking to. You had no idea who.
Them chat rooms
Niggas be talking crazy in that. They be talking crazy. You might be flirting with some chicks or fucking.
Yeah, you don't know what's
about to
going
go
on.
World War III with some clowns.
Yeah,
right?
it was crazy. It was a good and so that's what I wanted to ask you guys. Do you feel like the new era ruined like the feeling that we had when we
it built a sense of entitlement for people to get in touch. Like they have a right to get in touch with you, or they use like certain locations. You know, like Instagram now got this thing called location. I had to turn that shit off.
Turn my shit off.
Turn it off. Yeah.
Nobody know where I'm at. Like it just built this sense of entitlement. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I like the fact that people can create and make money from social media. I do that, you know, they can become influencers, but I feel like everyone it's so saturated. Like everyone wants to be an influencer. And so I think sometimes it's kind of like messing with the young kids. Like grown people, you know, they kind of have a mind, their own mind they can figure out. But like the kids, when you start making children, like pimping your kids, basically, like you're gonna be this. Like I think that's too far to me. Like I'm not, if that's something my child when they get older wants to do, but as a kid, I don't think you should put that kind of pressure, because the internet, people, like you said, they feel like they can say whatever they want on the internet, and people getting touched out here. You like running your mouth and thinking that nobody can pull up, but people will find you, you know, so be that part right there. I don't like, you know what I mean? Like we used to just really have fun. You had your little back and forth, you know, especially on Twitter, you know, had your little back and forth. But I think like it's getting a little outrageous now with like the videos and everything, because now people can figure out where you are by just watching your live.
Like if it wasn't for this pod, like I think I would have reached the end of my mark on social media, because it's like it's dumb to me now. You know what I mean? Like everything is for clout chase, clickbait type shit. It just gives people, nosy people, enhancement to be nosier. You know what I'm saying? So it's
that part.
Yeah.
Evolution is evolution. I mean, for me, evolution is evolution. You know what I mean? You know, it's you're gonna have great things, but it's gonna have its bad side to it. You know what I mean? Evolution is evolution. So, you know, the faster the cars get, the worse the accident, right? But you put the technology in it to keep it, you know, put the guardrails so you don't get out of you don't veer into anybody else's lane, things like that, right? But with the social media, man, I mean, of course, it's one of those situations where we didn't know how big it was going to be, but technology has shown us where we're going. And the thing about it is, it's one of those situations where a lot of people have changed lives because of social media, becoming content creators or, influencers and things like that. So, it has its good, it has its bad. I think the bad part about it is that the bad part about it is that people have access, or they're giving access to stuff too early, and that's what changes that dynamics of life and everything like that, right? So you know what I mean, these kids that are doing these pranks because they've seen it on social media, or they see something because they gain access to it, and they're not mature enough to understand the severity of the situation. And so what happens to them, you get in trouble, things happen, whatever have you, blah, blah, blah. I think the only thing about it is that you're just living your life through the world for the world to see. And so that's the fucked up part about it, because no matter what you do, like, I'm glad that I grew up in the era, and I call it you had to be there era.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what I'm glad about, when it was still like,
it makes you appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. So I think sometimes
definitely.
The one thing I do think sometimes what social media does for me, it could take the fun out of something. Because like, for example, when you go somewhere, most people are just posting and showing everything, and they're not just really enjoying the situation or where they are. So I think that's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, no, I've been intentional about, like, I've done some cool shit, and I purposely do not take a picture and post it. Mm-hmm. Just because, like, I just want to be in the moment, just to, you know what I'm saying, purposely. And that's just how I feel. Yeah, like, every now and then you take pictures, but yeah, I've been in some situations where I purposely don't take pictures. I wanted to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I think, but I'm happy for the people that's made money or was able to expand social media and put it in a place where it is, and content create, make it, because they change lives for their family. I'm looking at like the Casanats, what I'm saying, I Show Speed, those young fellas, and they're doing something, you know what I mean, and building something. Your Hi Davises, all the funny people, you know what I'm saying, DC Young Fly, you know what I'm saying, some of the rappers, things like that, and they're
that's another one. Vine, remember Vine?
Oh yeah,
I remember Vine. Yeah, do it for the Vine.
I was on there for like, I think I got on Vine at the end of Vine.
But I mean, even now you got the TikToks, you know what I mean? Things, and
now I was on whatever TikTok was called before was TikTok. I was on that, and then TikTok turned into TikTok, and then I kind of wasn't really understanding it, so I kind of was like, because I was on Snapchat, and I've been on most of them, but certain platforms I had for certain things, like when everybody became like, got on Facebook, like our parents and aunties and everybody. I kind of was like, okay. Like,
I remember on Facebook, I said something like, man, something about sports or something. I said, and my mom posted on there, that's not nice. You shouldn't talk like that. I blocked her.
No, seriously, I told my mom, because I had put on there, like, I was like, yeah, I'm about to get on the road or something like that. I don't know, I was going somewhere. She get on there, well, where you going? And you need to sit down. So I said, Ma, you about to get blocked.
Yeah, nah. I've had family members argue on Facebook, like, have legit arguments. I'm like, yo, this is stupid, yo. Y'all got each other number. I think y'all can text each other, call each other. This is not why the whole world seeing shit, man.
When it was just college, it was very wholesome. It was
chill. It was chill.
But when they let everybody get on there, it was like, okay, yeah, this is different. Because I'm looking at some of my statuses from like 2008. And I'm just like, what was I talking about? Like, I mean, it's just so cringe.
Oh yeah, no, I got some old drinks. I got some old wild joints too.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder what
that was almost 20 years ago. That's why.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You had no substance.
Yeah, not at all. It was just like, okay.
Yeah, but I just think social media is more so like it's entertainment, and you have to make sure that you understand that it's entertainment.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
it's a highlight reel. It's people's highlight reel.
You don't say
if you can remember that it's entertainment. Yeah. If you can remember that it's entertainment, then you'll be okay. But if you can't remember that as entertainment, but like anything, you got fanatics anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to remember that as entertainment and keep yourself grounded, because it could put you in a downward spiral. It can make you depressed. It can make you, do stupid stuff.
Start comparing.
You know what I mean? Start comparing. It'll just make you, it can, make you analyze everything differently. You know what I mean? And
you can start creating stories in your head.
Yep.
Like you just see a bottle he posts on his story and you're like, he out, but he could just be he might be in the living room, and you just going crazy because you think that he's doing, like it just, I mean, people be all
who that girl he with? Nigga, that's my cousin.
But it can be anything. Like it gets to the point, like like people doing stuff for fun, and now like it just changes the dynamics of how you look at it in life. And like now you gotta watch what you say. You can't hurt feelings. It's a lot with that part of it. But I still think
Twitter, we could say whatever back in 09.
Oh man, it was so fun.
But so I think that, like I said, I think social media is cool, and I think when it's used the proper way, like use it as a tool to better enhance your life or do whatever you need to do. But I do know, but with anything, with good, with heaven there's hell, with good there's bad. So you know what I mean? That's just what it's gonna be. I don't think it's no different from when we had it. I just think that they got more access, and because they got more access at a younger age, they're not mature enough to handle some of the access that they have.
Yeah, but I will say this, man. It definitely has made them less social and real person. I mean, in real life. Because I look back at man. I posted on my story, man. They had a thing where they was some DC nightlife back in the like early 2000s. That shit was fun, bro. Like we was dancing. We used to dance in clubs. It wasn't nobody just sitting on the wall. We was dancing in the moment, having a blast, bro.
The challenge for the only problem with it, the challenge for me was just getting in the motherfucking club. Once I got in there, I was good. Yeah, but it was hard getting in the motherfucking club.
Man, them dress codes back in the day was terrible, man.
Was crazy. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, what you want me to wear? Some hard bottoms with some jeans?
It was business casual. It was business casual. That was the era of business casual.
Yes.
Every time they always had, I don't know if you get in with them shoes. I'm like, what, nigga? I'm like, these are Kenneth Coles, nigga. You got on some motherfucking Colorado boots, nigga. What the fuck you talk about? Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to get into it with the motherfucking bouncers, man.
Hey, yo, I got into it with a nigga at Blues Alley like that, bro. They wouldn't let me in the club or something. They was holding me back or something. I said, yo, so I gotta wear a tight ass shirt like that nigga to get in the club though,
or you had to pay.
Hey, no. Kitty pulled up the K Street Lounge. I ain't station now, but he put up the K Street Lounge. It's a Bo Jackson's, a Dickie shirt, and a fitted. Now, mind you, so he woke up, right? I say, oh, hell no. He's like, what? I said, you ain't getting me with that one on. He said, you sure? I said, hell no, you're not getting me with that one on. So Richie
I got a button up on. What the fuck you talking about?
Like, I got a button up on. What the fuck you talking about? I said, man, that's a Dickie shirt. I said, they're gonna make you try. I said, man, you gotta tuck that in. So he said, you sure?
Did he tuck it in?
He tucked it.
Hey, yo, nigga, look wow.
Now, mind you,
y'all don't have no pictures because I need to see.
Right, I want to see
this. This was back in the time where niggas was wearing 2X's.
That was big as shit.
So he put a Dickie shirt in.
Remember the episode? Remember the Fresh Prince episode when Will stuck all that motherfucking money in his pants out the cave? And he walked.
When Kenny walked up to the door, his shirt was popped up.
That nigga had bad hair in this joint.
That nigga had hair. We got up to the door. Boy did like this. You too baggy.
Take your ass to the back,
nigga.
He went back to scratch.
First he said, take your hat off. He took his hat off. He said, nah, that ain't it. You too baggy. You can't get it.
Oh my gosh.
Mel, back in the day, yo, them dress codes was terrible, man.
They was
hated them joints back in the day, bro.
They was bad. Because I mean, I'm just thinking about the way the way we dressed. It was like business casual. Like we really looked like we was going to happy hour, but we was really like in the club with these pencil skirts on and the belts. And I got some pictures. Like,
man,
I'm
I
like,
think the reason why they
was I
did that,
going to the
man,
club with that on? Like,
I
but the
think
dress
the reason
codes
why
were
they did that,
enforced.
I think they did that because they wanted to make sure nobody was fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
You ain't gonna see too
Oh
many
yeah,
fighting in hard
that's the way
bottom.
you do it.
They knew how to.
Yeah,
They
nah,
knew
nah,
how to
yeah.
weed out the ones that
that's
one
how
that
you
wasn't
do
gonna spend no money, you know, and then the ones that was gonna fight. They knew how to get them out of there.
Yeah, man. But that day
No
Kenny
t-shirts,
came
no
walking
white
up the
tee.
street. He came up the street walking like that. Man, I thought he was about to rob us.
That's crazy. I took a whole sip of Hennessy before I got out the motherfucking car. I was ready. I was like, yeah, we outside. I drank a whole cup of Hennessy. I poured that joint in there. I had a pint. I poured that motherfucker in there. Took that shit to the head. And outside, man. I'm talking, I can't get in, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
I had to go all the way home.
Luckily, we ain't had to go to Maryland. We went right, we went to South
Yeah, I
Beach.
lived in the city. So, first of all, you ain't got to say where we went. we went to my mother's house.
Are you live in South
Well,
Beach, nigga?
no, we not. We're home.
Troublemaker.
No, we went home.
Troublemaker.
I gave him some threads, and he was able to get in.
Oh,
I had to go to the hood.
so you still got to go.
I had to go to the hood to not look hood to get in.
Hey, hold up. No, since we talking about some back in the day shit real quick. Yo, what was your favorite club back in the day, yo?
Love, hands down.
Hey, H2O was crazy.
H2O was the good
one.
Love and DC Live for me.
DC Live was
good.
I got it. Man,
he almost got his jump to DC Live one time though.
Oh my god.
But no, we survived.
I like Park though for their food. Like
Park back in the day was good.
Stadium was lit.
Stadium wings. I only been there.
I've never been to Stadium.
It was okay.
What? Stadium wings and the girl, it was lit.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you a good one, bro. Ibiza.
Yeah, that's what I said. Ibiza was like that too. Yeah.
Was good. That drink was big as hell too, yo.
Yeah. I really missed
boxing matches there too.
That was a good time.
That was a good era, man.
H2O on that water.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite.
Coming out of H2O, I used to go to the let out right next door to the Zanzibar to watch the Cougars come out.
Oh, Zanzibar, yeah.
Zanzibar.
You try to take it to that. You try to take it to the hotel next door.
I wanted that little to see me.
It was a hotel next door that was a little a processing hotel right next to the Zanzibar. That's where you trying to go.
Oh, I wanted a Cougar back then.
Yeah. Shout out to the St. Gregory, man. One of my best hotels, man. That was good time. St. Gregory, well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you now when
party in DC during that era because that was the time.
It was.
Do y'all remember the club, the Avenue?
Republican Garden.
Remember Avenue? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Avenue on New York Avenue. That shit was big as a motherfucker.
I didn't ever go, but I remember.
Yeah, that shit was big as shit.
My drink, I used to call my drink was I used to call that shit the living room, yeah. I-bar, yeah.
Yeah, I-bar was dope.
We used to have an I-bar a lot, yo. I had an open tab at I-bar. I used to go there.
Yeah, the I-bar was dope. I-bar was
Cafe,
dope.
Cafe Asia.
Asia.
Yeah.
That was right next to the I-bar.
That's when we bumped into Matt. And, Matt, we was like 21, 22. Matt had a Mercedes then. I was like, damn, this is the same car my mom got.
I ain't gonna hold you. The nigga had the cars for a long time. Yeah, like the nigga was in high school with
club scene. What you had? You had that. You had all the little joints like on the
little Layla Lounge.
Yeah, Layla, like K Street Lounge. You know what I'm saying? You had the joints on the strip.
Ah man, what a time!
What a time to be alive!
Hey, matter of fact, rest in peace, Ozios. I had good times at
Ozios. Yeah, rest in peace to Ozios.
I had great times at Ozios.
Yes.
Especially the brunch, rooftop brunch.
That brunch though, yes. Woo, man.
We did all that.
That's like the place where y'all went Sweet Lounge. It used to be Lucky Lounge back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And Lucky Lounge was like
that.
That was the spot. Like when they changed it to Sweet, I mean it was still cool, but it was just a different vibe. When it was Lucky Lounge, the day parties there.
It was another joint right on. I can't think of the name of it. It was a joint on I Street. That joint you had to go up all these stairs to get to the rooftop. Remember, Kenny went there for Will's birthday. Whatever. I can't even remember the name of the club, but like you had to go all. It was like so many stairs to get to the top of the joint. But we went so many times. Like, you know what I mean? I've been to so many clubs, man. So many clubs.
Hey, rest in peace. Hey, no, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, the Barcode, man.
Barcode is officially closed. Yep.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man. That's
that's
out, man.
Barcode. Sundays of Barcode, man. Barcode was crazy. You go somewhere first, and that's why I said, man, the best thing that ever happened to the world was day parties.
Yes.
Yep.
Best thing that ever happened to the world.
It became popular with our age. Because
we got aged out of the nightclub, bro.
I'm just that's when the day brunch turn into a day party, hit a night party, and end your night. You'd have hit 3-4 spots.
Yeah.
See, I could only do the day party and night party. I think that ended for me like in my 30s. The mid 30s, I was like, look, it's one or the other. Y'all either got me in the day or you got me at night. I can't do both no more. No, I think it was probably like around 31, 32. I was like, yeah, I'm tired.
I was going to. I was so much in the club.
The day parties, because if I was drinking, it was a wrap. It's time to lay down.
Then I leave and go to Surfside.
You gotta go.
Oh my God, man!
I need to go to Surfside though.
Surfside, like we go to Surfside after the party. We leave ODOs. We be hammered. Go to Surfside. We leave. Like we go from. It'd be crazy. We can go from the brunch decades. Then we go to 30 martinis. Then we go somewhere else and then come back around. It was just, man, it was a lot, man. It was a lot.
All I know is I end up at that damn IHOP on Central Avenue every time I fucking go out.
For the one in Forestville.
That one in Forestville. Yeah. Whichever one open.
Definitely been to that one a couple times.
Oh man, hey.
That joint on St. Barnabas, it was treacherous too.
Oh yeah, I've been there too.
I used to go to that. No.
Been there too.
Yeah. I'm like, I used to go to that one all the time.
Yeah, that joint right there, Marlow Heights. That joint was
that was the one we used to go to.
That joint ain't open. That joint ain't open no more, is it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that joint still open.
I think that joint's still open.
Don't tell me they closed that joint, man. They closed it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was hitting that during the high school of the late night, bro.
Yeah. Or I would hit Danny's Curry out.
I'm about to say Danny's Curry out right there.
Oh yeah.
Danny's Curry out. Eddie Limits. All of them.
I was gonna when I was there the last time. I kept saying I gotta go to Danny's, and I just did not make it. So next time, I'm going. When I come back, I was supposed to.
Hey, rest in peace, I got Pitt, man. Well, we used to hit that Danny's.
Might be up there next month, fellas. Might be in town next month on a business trip.
Man, when your stomach can take it, can't do that shit now.
They got me drunk the last time I was up there.
Oh, for real? That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
She was here.
They had me rolling the dice and everything.
Hey,
MGM, that's a whole different.
Hey, but did you have a good time though?
I had a great time.
First of all, she was drunk before I got there.
Because it was E's fault.
She was drunk before I got there. When I got there, they was like, "We can go around."
Hey, Jay, I was over like, you ain't got to drive nowhere. What you doing?
You're right. I had my nice dress on. I was trying to be,
I was over there. Give me no ride.
He's like, yeah, she want another one. I was like, I don't know how this night is gonna turn. I'm gonna try to behave.
Hey, did we get to the MGM? Jay bought her a drink.
And green teas. That's what it was.
Then next thing those when he was on the dice.
I never played dice before.
I was trying.
What I'm about to do? I never played dice before.
And everybody was looking at me. I'm like, stop looking at me.
I ain't had good beginner's luck either. So it's all
no, this guy. Oh my God, bro.
I was terrible. So don't feel bad, Kenny.
Yeah, you and Kenny about the same.
It's bad. Man. It's pretty bad. But I had fun though. It was fun.
Man, hey, look, this has been a great episode, man. Hey, definitely appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Hey, Winnie, thanks for pulling up, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Appreciate
you. Yes. She's the honorary member of the Pitt Stop, man.
Yeah.
So, as y'all know, we have a victory lap that we do every single episode. And Winnie, since you are honorary guest / co-host, you get the victory lap, yo. So leave the people with it, Jim.
I will say, since we were talking about like the whole social media thing, I was just gonna say, just continue to be yourself always. Don't get caught up in, all of the I should do this or I should do that. If you're not comfortable, don't do it. If you are, do it. Just do what you want to do, post what you want to post, and enjoy, but be safe.
Do what the fuck you wanna do.
Yes, and you don't have to cap like Dame Dash. And this is the best podcast.
That's Devin the Dude. I had to say that Devin the Dude.
Yes, sir. Hey, we gonna see Devin the Dude when he come in too.
Yeah, man. And make sure, man. On top of that, man, love.
I think you hit October. What's Face?
Yep, with Face.
Yeah, love yourselves, man, and become desirable.
Yes, be a desirable man.
You talking to yourself?
No, I'm giving
me and E out the way.
No, I'm giving.
I don't got. Hey, look, I'm good, brother. I ain't in the streets.
Y'all two out the game. Y'all two out the game.
We out the way. We out the way.
Me and Mel, we you know what I'm saying?
We desirable.
We trying to be desirable.
I'm trying to be desirable out here.
Yeah,
it's not working.
No, it's working.
It's not working. I'm about to go take a class from Mr. Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, with that said, it's Mr. Podcast. We out.
We out of here.